Hey everyone, welcome back to Data Sciencey. In this video, I'll be telling you about a humanoid robot that gets an upgrade. So that is the Unitree G1 robot. So I'll be telling you all about this in this video. So stay tuned until the end so that you don't miss any information regarding it. So let's get right into it. So this is the Unitree G1, which gets the bionic upgrade, and it becomes the smoothest walking and running humanoid robot yet. So if we will have a look at this picture in which you see the humanoid robot, and it's called G1. So this robot is walking along the path, and the path is not smooth, but still it's walking on it smoothly. And scrolling down, the Unitree G1 just received a bionic robot and is now the smoothest walking as well as running humanoid robot yet, or so the company says. Thanks to UnifoLM, Unitree Robot Unified Large Model, it's capable of avoiding large obstacles while doing so. Here is the video of the robot, which I'll be showing you now, of the upgrades. So you see here the robot is walking. So it's like the full body is walking, and it's like one of the smoothest walking you can see. So it's walking like a human. And here you can see here it's running also across the railway path. So here, and the path is not that much smooth. It has like rocks in it, but still it is running on it. And then after that, it walks up a hill a little bit. And then of course down the hill also it walks like how a human does. And then after that, it is crossing the stairs also. It's side running on a slope also. And then here you can see it's walking normally like a human does. And then here it is running with the humans to show that it can run like humans. And there's also a race of robots going on, and this is the crossroads in which it is passing while it's running. And then after that, you can see on the hills and on the grassy area it's like running. So you can see here, these are some of the upgrades also. Regarding the specification of the robot, so the robot has a height of 4 feet, 3 inch tall, and the weight is 77.2 pounds. So the G1 can run for up to 2 hours on a single charge. Means you do one single charge, and for 2 hours it can run continuously. And it has a 3D LiDAR, means it has paired with a depth camera. It also ensures the robot maps whatever environment it finds itself in. Means it has a map also to ensure the whichever environment it finds itself in. Needed for an all-day job. An extra large quick release battery also means that you will be able to swap them in and out quickly without worrying about charging. Means you have the quick release battery also. So instead of worrying about charging, you can just quickly swap them in and out quickly. And this is the official website of the unitree.com. So this is the G1 robot, and the price is from $16,000. So this is the price of the Unitree G1 robot. And here it has very flexibility. It's one of the flexible robots. The flexibility of the robot is beyond the ordinary people. It's more flexible than the humans, and it has extra large joint movement angle space. Joint motors are 23 to 43 joint motors. And if you see here at the video of the robot, you can see it's jumping, and it's even, you can see it's kind of little bit dancing or showing like how flexible is it. So the robot is actually trying to show how flexible is it. After that, it has the imitation and reinforcement learning driven. It's driven from reinforcement learning, and also imitation means it will imitate the humans, and reinforcement learning means it will learn from the surroundings and it will try to learn from its mistakes. If you have a look at this, you can see the robot is trying to learn kung fu. It's swinging the stick with its arm, and you can see here how it's doing. It looks like as if it's doing kung fu. And there are many more robots also, and it has the force control dexterous hand in which it can do the manipulation of all things. Means it can crack the nuts, it can cook for you, and it can even open the coke bottle for you. So you can see here it's also combined with the force position hybrid control. Means it's sensitive and reliable, and can also simulate the human hands to achieve the precise operation of objects. So you can see it simulates the human hands. And if you see here, the robot is trying to crack the nut with its hand, Then after that, it's trying to open the Coke bottle, and then it's hammering its hand, like it's like doing the hammer on its hand, and then you can see the cracking of nuts. And down here in this video, you can see it can cook for you, especially breakfast. It can cook for you, and it can even do welding. So this robot can do welding also. And here it also says run agent, and it's more flexible and more comfortable if you look at the pictures of it. So if you see like how flexible is it, the robot. So it's like sitting, it's walking, standing. So you can see here how flexible is it. And regarding more of these specifications, the weight is about 35 kg, height about 130 centimeter, and the total degree of freedom is less than equal to 43 pieces. And it has the three fingers. So it has three fingers, like the dexterous hand is three fingers, force control, and the maximum joint torque is 120 Newton meter, and the battery life is about 2 hours. So 2 hours without charging you can use it. And then it has the 360-degree, the 3D LiDAR plus depth camera, 360-degree detection perception of the robot. And some more parameters is that it has the depth camera. The camera is the Intel RealSense D435i 3D LiDAR here, which is Levox Mid 360. It has the microphone array also, which has the noise cancellation feature and the echo cancellation feature. It has the speaker, means there's a stereo in which the power is 5 watts. And it has the extra large quick release battery. It's here. It provides the lasting power. And it has also the hollow joint wiring of the whole machine. There are no external cables. You cannot see any external cables. And then it has the single arm degrees of freedom, means there's shoulder 3 plus elbow 2 plus wrist 2. These are optional. And the core motion module, which is the maximum torque of joints 120 Newton meter. It has also the single leg degrees of freedom, means the hip 3 plus knee 1 and angle 2. And the mobility is the moving speed is 2 meters per second. So this is the moving speed of it. Here is the model, which is known as the G1 model. So here is the height, width and thickness. It's 1320 into 450 into 200 millimeters. There's the height, width and thickness of the fold, which is 690 into 450 into 300 millimeters, and the weight with battery is about 35 kilogram. And the total degrees of freedom, means the joint freedom is 23, the single leg degrees of freedom is 6, and the waist degrees of freedom is 1, and the single arm degrees of freedom is 5, and the single heart degrees of freedom, you can see there's none. And to join out the industrial grade pass roller bearings, high precision, and the high load capacity. The joint motor is low inertia, high speed internal rotor PMSM, which is the permanent magnet synchronous motor, better response speed and heat dissipation. Of course, it's a robot, the heat would also dissipate from it. The maximum torque of knee joint is 90 Newton meter, and the arm maximum load is about 2 kilogram, and the calf plus thigh length is 0.6 meter. Your arm span is about 0.45 meter. This is the extra large joint movement space about the waist joint, the knee joint, and the hip joint. And yes, there's a full joint hollow electrical routing, and there's a joint encoder, also means there's a dual encoder. And for the cooling system, there's the local air cooling. For the basic computing power, it has the 8-core high performance CPU. For the sensing sensor, it has the depth camera plus 3D LiDAR. And the 4 microphone array, it has yes for it, and there's a speaker also, there's a yes to it, and there's a Wi-Fi also, and Bluetooth also. That's a yes. And the high computing power module, there is no high computing power module. And for the smart battery is 9000, and the charger is 54 volts and 5 ampere. Manual controller, there's a manual controller also, means you can use the control also, the manual controller also to control the robot. There's a battery life of about 2 hours, and there's also the upgraded intelligent OTA, which is a yes. and the warranty period is only for 8 months, and the price in which the tax and the shipping cost is excluded, the price is $16,000. So that's all I can say about this robot. So if you like this video, do like, subscribe, and share. And do comment whether you like this robot or not. So that's all from my side. Thank you so much.